Hi, I'm Valentine from Freedom, Mombasa, and this is my story. I grew up in a small village in Meru with my mom, my dad, my sisters, and my brother. And I grew up in a Catholic home where I used to go to church every Sunday as a family, and we'd go there. And I didn't really know why I went to church. I didn't understand what was my purpose of going to church. I was so involved in different church activities growing up, but I think I did them because to us it was a routine. But these are things that we had to do, like you had to be in a roll call or a register so that they can see you're a church attendant. So throughout high school, primary school to high school, I was that way. And then when I came to campus, that's when I really didn't even have that relationship with Jesus. I didn't even go to church because you have to go to church. I just didn't go to church at all. One day, as I was walking down the streets of a university, I met with a group of people who were handing out flyers, and I was interested to know why they were there. So I went to talk to one of them, Rosie, and we became friends. We hung out with Scarlett and Mary Kate. We became friends at first, and we got to hang out and have conversations on general topics and everything, and I was invited to church. So throughout 2017, I was just a church goer, someone who went to peep and see what these people did, and I'd just go at the back of the church, the back seats and I'd just sit there and see them worship and raise their hands. And to me it was so weird because I was raised in a Catholic home, and a Catholic church, so you just swing your hands and you raise your hands just to say hallelujah. And it was so weird for me to see people raising hands and jumping, and I didn't think I could ever do that. In these seasonal times that I came to church, I could see the passion that people had for Jesus, and I wanted part of that, but I knew it wasn't going to come by me just sitting on the back seat and watching people. I knew I had to fight for it. I had to go for it, and I knew I had to work for that relationship with Jesus. And I started slowly and gradually with the help of Scarlett. I got to read the Bible more, to pray more, and I got to want to have Jesus in my life, to have that hunger for him. And that is what drove me into moving from the back seat to the front seat gradually. So the whole of 2018 was more about me growing that relationship and working for it. And in 2019, I got the opportunity of going to the cave, and that was the moment when everything changed. That was the moment when I knew exactly what God wanted with my life, my vision, my purpose, and I decided to work onto that vision, not to have the vision and just let it die, but to work towards actualizing the vision that God had given me and make my relationship better and greater, and take up that personal ownership more and more for myself to grow and to know Jesus Christ more. Since building this relationship with Jesus, I get to pray powerful prayers, and I believe these are wave-making prayers that are going to change people, to change my life, to change my family, and to change my perspective of life and of Christianity and everything that I believe in. I have become more confident. I've become a believer more and more, and I get to be a lion in my own way, be more confident, be able to stand in front of people and lead an event. And I wasn't like that. I was so scared of being in front of people, but now I can see I am growing, and God is giving me the strength to keep on being strong, to keep on being bold and talking more about his word to people on social media, sharing with my family. And this is impacting my family as well, because I can see they're seeing the change that is happening, and they want to be a part of that change. They want to be a part of who I am becoming. I know I am making wave maker prayers that are impacting my life, prayers that are impacting my family, that are impacting my church, and I believe they're impacting the movement as well. I'm glad you got to hear my story for the past 2 to 3 years on the journey that Christ has taken me, and I am praying that this Christmas you'll open up your hearts for God to take you on a journey and to further your walk with Christ. Have a happy Christmas from Mombasa.